Let's see. Okay, and we're live. So, hi everybody. This is Elsie Clemens here. I'm starting a little early today because YouTube has problems with their notification system. So, if I actually start at 11, it's not going to show up to like 11:20, and I generally don't get why they do this, but hey, it's YouTube. Um oh, it notified early. That's a first. Okay. But I'm just gonna update my Twitter, and once I update my tweets, we can get started. Give me a second here. I should not be calling them tweets, but writing is a curse on Wattpad. Who is? Wait, what? Okay. Just find the link here. Okay. Copy. Let's copy that, and we're going to paste it. So apparently, something called "writing is a curse" on Wattpad is trending. I don't know what's up with that. And Ray Park is wait. Ray Park, the stuntman who did Toad and a lot of whatever. Okay, something's wrong with Wattpad. I guess people are trending on here because hi KK, how you doing? I'm just checking this thing because I was putting in my post on Twitter for my writing stream because I'm starting a little early because YouTube has a problem with notifications apparently. So I decided to at least come up a little early, but apparently Wattpad is trending. Someone put Wattpad is over party, Wattpad hacked, Wattpad did wait. And hi Barbara, how you doing? Wattpad's trending and I'm scared. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Wattpad is trending and a chick is a little scared. And we're gonna get started with the writing stream really shortly. I just like, what's going on? What happened to Wattpad? So apparently Wattpad got hacked, and people are saying Wattpad is a curse. Like okay. First of all, people need to stop with this. It's over party stuff. Ain't over, but whatever. Okay, AO3 is a off works of our own or something like that. That's where you can do adult fan fiction. Because backstory, because I used to do fan fiction. Fanfiction.net basically banned all mature stories. Thank you for saying hi, thank you for the like, Barbara, and thank you for saying hi. I'm just all over the place right now. So what I was trying to say is fanfiction.net got rid of all their adult stuff like infamature. They really don't want you writing lemons or lines, basically sex stories. So archive of our own, that's what it's called. Archive of our own got created so people can write their own sexy, steamy fan fictions. And then you got Wattpad, which is another fan fiction site / author site. So the archive of our own people are kikiing like crazy because Wattpad got hacked. Archive of our own archive of our own don't even get hacked. Like they're so low on the totem pole that I don't particularly like doing stuff. I like doing Wattpad, but at the same time, it's really hard to get seen. And from the books that get published under Wattpad, I'm like, so you guys don't even care about quality. You guys don't care about getting an editor. There's stuff that just it rubs me the wrong way. That and there's a lot of obsessive fan fiction over BTS and stuff, which I do like BTS. I like Korean pop music, but that's like more of a workout, get you energized music more than obsessive. Oh my God, they're so cute. They are cute, but oh my God, they're so cute type of people. Let's see. Be careful. Oh, someone put be careful with your Wattpad accounts. Wattpad's been hacked. Please change your passwords today. No, go ahead. Like hack my Wattpad because I only got like, oh shoot. That reminds me. Let me go on my Wattpad account. Yo, if someone hacked my Wattpad account, we's gonna be rumbling. Let me just I do have a Wattpad account, but it's more like a I'm bored type of account. Okay, let's update that. Submit. And let's log out. Update password. Log in. And that's the wrong password. Okay, that's what I figured. There we go. Okay, I updated it. I'm good. We're getting ready to get started with a writing spree. I'm just trying to see. A lot of I'm starting to notice a lot of younger writers. I shouldn't call them younger because I'm young too, but like super young writers are going straight for Wattpad because I think what it is Wattpad is the trending thing. So a lot of people want to use something that's the trendiest, something that, you know, doesn't reflect you as an old person, but tried and true. There we go. That's easier. Tried and true. It's better to, in my personal opinion, even though you can put stuff on Wattpad, calling it Wattpad. I would personally prefer to do the outline, do the reading, do the editing, do the rewrites and stuff before. First of all, if I'm going to post on Wattpad, you know it's going to be something that I'm not even like concerned about because I have yet to see any big time publishers like Barnes Noble, Macmillan Publishing, Scholastic, somehow they're on there, Penguin House, or any of them really pick somebody from Wattpad and, you know, just, you know, we're going to sponsor these guys, so we're going to buy out your contract. There's no book that's going to be that great, in my personal opinion, that a big publisher is going to pick them up. And then what also, knock my thing over here. Also, what kind of bothers me about it is the books that are currently getting published, it's kind of cringy. Like there was a seriously hot Hi Kat, how you doing? What I mean is what I was trying to say, Kat, is like if you're like between the ages of probably 10 and 23, you probably like Wattpad. Anything over that age, you're not really going to be into Wattpad like that. Because I've been on Wattpad dozens of times. Because there's certain fan fiction I love to read, but I don't read them all the time. I'm reading books now because I want to get published. Oh wow, my home button really is broke. Okay, that's new. But But what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to Wattpad, a lot of the books I've seen come out like after, first of all, after wanted to make me throw my remote at the TV. Not that I would, because smart TVs cost too much, and Roku's and my husband who's sitting over there will kill me. But so basically, I don't know if you guys heard it, like it was in like the library I was going near, and I wanted to like tell the library like, don't publish this. This is bad because it's called new adult. New adult is when you're edgy and when you're in a relationship with someone who is clearly toxic for you. This guy was a freaking stalker. I'm like, wow, you guys blew 50 Shades out of the water, which is something I was not expecting. I didn't think it was just like I didn't know you could blow 50 Shades off the water. And there wasn't even like the kinky sex I'm talking about the stalking and the abuse. I'm like, dear God, I didn't think it was possible to do that. Like, it was possible for you to blow 50 Shades of Grey out the water, but apparently you can do that. So I don't, there are no words. There are no words for this menagerie of what's going on. Like, okay, I guess we're doing this. Why are you looking at me like that? Clay. But it's like you're stalking somebody and don't right. You're stalking people and you're like controlling a relationship. And then she has this boyfriend who's like the way the story sets up, she has first of all, none of these characters really have a personality. You got edgy boyfriend with muscles and testosterone. Then you got, oh, I'm the sad Christian girl who's a virgin who's never done anything bad in her life and she's just bland. And then you got her boyfriend who has the personality of cardboard. It was just like, this is like fan fiction. It's not even good fan fiction because there is a such thing as good fan fiction. This is bad fan fiction. Like, 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 what kind of fan fiction I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about that fan fiction where there's no plot. It's like PWP, plot, what plot? Let's just get to the sex. Like, basically, that's why I figured this is what it feels like to me. But that's enough for our socializing break. We're going to get started with a sprint. Let me just get my screen ready here. Where is my screen? Oh, okay, we're doing this. Okay. Alrighty, let's get started on our first sprint. And we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that was the end of the sprint. How did everybody do? I got about 150 something words. Having a day today. But how did everybody else do? I'm having a day today like nothing's working. I'm gonna cry. Oh well, it is what it is. Let me change this to the. There we go. So I'm glad you're here for this interaction, Kat. I really am. I was just saying, it's just I'm having a day to day. I'm trying to get something to work, and it's not working. I don't. I think with the new friggin' nothing wants to work today, and it's like I it's hard to explain, but basically my iTunes library when I got the new iMac, it some reason deleted all my like MP3s I've downloaded over the last 10 years. So it's all on my phone. I'm trying to get it back from my phone back to my iTunes because this thing has to go. Unfortunately, I have to get a new phone because the home button doesn't work and they don't support these anymore. Thank you, Apple, for that. And I'm refusing to pay over 150 bucks for that. Like, get out of here. I might as well get a new phone. Because the way they're gonna do this, no. So I'm just having a time right now. Bullet journal. Is it like is your bullet journal like what am I thinking of? Is your bullet journal like outlining like you have bullet points for each thing that's gonna happen in the story, or is it something else? Why can't this thing detect my phone? I'm losing my mind. I don't know what's going on. Cancel. There we go. Why won't it connect to my phone? You are terrible, Apple. You know what, KK? It's not in the cloud. And I'll tell you why it's not in the cloud because I refuse to pay Apple. I'm getting to the point where certain things are not necessary and I wish I did. I mean, technically, it's all on the phone. So I don't even know how I would do it. I feel like an old lady. I'm only 32 years old. I don't even know how I would get all my music from the cloud. Like, I don't know if you would just send it to the cloud and then put it in the iTunes. Just, it's a day. Oh, okay. So I have a plan. I have a weekly, a month, a yearly planner. How I was going to plan out my year writing wise, and kind of took a nosedive when I started rewriting. But I'll probably be back on track come NaNoWriMo. And you're working on a series Bible. I'm doing my series Bible on this thing called Word Anvil. Word Anvil is Word Anvil is trying to think of the nicest word. Word Anvil is really for D&D players when they want to make their own worlds, they want to make their own characters, religion, all that stuff. And it can be used for writers as well. You would just use the basic account. You don't need like a super advanced account where you're making the dice and all that stuff. And I find it very easy because it's on their own cloud system. I can just pull it up. I can type in stuff when I have ideas. Apple's not, here's the thing. I have an iMac. Most of my MacBooks have lasted me for years. It's just lately, um, I just noticed that there's been more cash grabs, like they're EA or something, like a gaming company. So I'm not. I love Apple products, but they don't always love me back. I mean, it is what it is. Uh, but it's crap. How do I do this? Import. I don't want to just do the playlist. Why are they? Okay. Like, what problem is they tried to do a new setup for. The problem is when they convert everything to this new iOS system, they separated music, TV, and then I forgot. I think the third one is my phone, and it kind of jacked me up. So now I have to figure out how I'm gonna figure it out. I'm at the point. I know I have to figure it out. It's probably gonna take me hours before I do it, but I'm at the point where I have to figure it out. Here we go. Let's try Moby Mover. Let's try Moby Mover. See if that works. Um, we're gonna get into another sprint soon. This is just more of a break. Okay, open, open, open. I think I'm more than take it. What's wrong? You made a weird. I thought I heard a weird noise from you. Come on, I'm working. All right, all right. Come on, get your kiss. Get your kiss in. Get your cute kisses in. Jesus, I have 15 over 1,500 songs. Transfer to Mac. Are you kidding me? I have to pay for this? Okay. This is, you know what? I think I'm going to lose it. Anyway, we should get started with another sprint because I know if I obsess over this, it's gonna be like a dog for a bone. What is chunky acrylic nails? Why are people saying? See that. All right, let's try this new one. Today is not my day. I'm calling it. Today is just not my day. Like anything can and will happen. Let's see. Quit. Fine. It is what it is. Anyway, instead of me moping, let's get into another sprint. I'm just gonna. It is what it is. This is what happens when you spend. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. All right, let's get into another writing sprint. Give me just a second here. This up here, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that is time. How did everybody do? And I do see you. And hello. Yes, we are all writing weirdos here. You missed the thing earlier when I first got started. I was talking about white Wattpad because apparently it's trending. Wattpad is over party, whatever that means. And I was talking to another person about this because I was just saying, publishing wise, I wouldn't trust Wattpad because Wattpad doesn't have like quality, in my opinion. Quality of like a standard, and that bothers me, especially when you have stuff like after coming out and it was terrible, even though I'm sure most young people will think it's great. I'm not that old, so I should stop saying that. um but it's like, no. That's how it was like, Greg, you leave Frozen out of this. Frozen has nothing to do with this situation. It is a Disney thing. After is not a Disney. It's about a creepy stalker who basically dates this girl off of a bet. You feel like a real douche. Just he dates a girl because of a bet. Like, how terrible a person do you have to be to do that? And frankly, the girl should feel embarrassed. I mean, she's supposed to play the virgin next door, the good girl next door, and that trope is really annoying. But whatever, people do what they want to do. Yeah, fan fiction is good for Wattpad as long as it's not that creepy One Direction. That's what After actually was. It was a One Direction fanfic, sort of like what Twilight. I mean, which was 50 Shades of Grey, which is fanfic. Is fan fiction like a thing where I'm trying to feel like fan fiction's a thing now. Like, it's a thing, and it's so popular. Everybody's got it. Ears itching. Everybody's got to do it. It's becoming a thing. And I like fan fiction. I liked writing it until I realized I wanted to be a actual serious. Ugh, I feel like I'm bashing all writers for saying I want to be a serious writer. It was more like I just didn't want to do it anymore because the more time I spent doing fan fiction, it was less time um devoted to the actual writing itself, because can anybody can write a fan fiction, because basically you're taking someone else's work and making it your own. But it takes more time and dedication for you. I'm being very careful with my words because I'm not trying to bash fan fiction writers. Um, it takes more time to write the story than it is to fanfic it. That's how I want to say it. Because the character's already established. The stuff is already. Just give me a second. but it is becoming more mainstream, which is kind of worrying when you think about it, because I love it. Like, I love my Legend of Zelda fan fiction because it's almost like I read ones where it's more open world. Legend of Zelda's open world, Fallout's open world, the Outer Worlds is open, something more open world, because you don't have to focus. You're gross. Um, you don't have to focus on the main cast. Fallout is one of them open stories where it could take place any part of the United States on an alternate timeline, and you can do whatever you want. You can create your own character, which some people call self-insert, but I don't think it is. You can create your own character in a Fallout universe, and it can, and stuff can happen to this character which is self-isolating, compared to, let's say, if you played Fallout New Vegas, you Joshua Graham, who lives in the mountains, and he's a Mormon, and I'm just saying off the top of my head what I remember about this character. Those two may never meet, but they may be in the same area. Like, he might be in Utah, she might be in he or she might be in Montana. Fallout's one of those worlds where you can create anything you really want and have, as long as you're following the lore, because it's open world. Same with Legend of Zelda. Zelda can take place, but it might not be in Hyrule. What if it's in Lorule? Because it has such a big lore, you can do whatever you want. Really, you don't have to have main characters in the fan fiction. But it is troubling that it's becoming more mainstream, because it's almost like people don't want to put in the work. And you, in order for you to be a mainstream writer, you're gonna have to put in the work, no matter how you feel. Wall vets join Black Lives Matters in Portland. That's wow, there's more people joining Portland than ever. What was I saying? They're more they're I can't think of words. There are more people willing to do less work. I think that's what it is. More people are willing to do less work and do research, and that's, I think, my problem with it. You know, I mean, I'm trying to. I mean, it's not less work, because you have to come up with ideas and stuff, but when it comes to these people already established, I mean, I understand, because I've done fan fiction for stuff because I wasn't satisfied with the ending of books and stuff, but it's almost like you're not putting forth 100% effort you need to put in, because I would feel I mean, my husband made a script, and he already said he would feel ways if someone wrote a fan fiction about characters and put them together as gay couples and all that stuff. That's him. Anne Rice was the same way. That's why fanfiction.net changed, because you cannot write anything about Anne Rice without her going completely crazy. She said, "You put my stuff on here, we're going to have a problem." J.K. Rowling, on the other hand, she's okay with anything. I mean, it's J.K. I mean, at this point, I think she's okay with that horrible My Immortal fan fiction. BC, I don't know if you know about this. I don't know if anybody in the chat knows about My Immortal. Just Google it. It's horrible. And we still don't know who the writer of My Immortal is. Someone actually took the time, because it's considered the worst fan fiction of all time. It's up there past the Star Trek fan fiction that came out. So yeah, it's that bad. It's that bad. I'm still trying to. Why is this trending? Don't do this after sex. Okay, no. I refuse to click. I can't click on that. That's just wrong. It's just wrong for everybody. Anyway, I mean, that's more my 2 cents on the matter when it comes to fan fiction. It's not like fan fiction's a horrible. Oh my god, it's the most horrible thing in the world. It's just that stuff has changed. Stuff has like truly truly changed, and it's not a horrible thing. I mean, when you're like into like when you first get into writing, I get it. That's the thing. I totally. Ooh, I did not mean for that to happen. That's the thing about me. I get it. I get why they write it. I mean, I wrote fan fiction for the longest time, especially like when Toonami. I don't know if any of you guys remember Toonami was a thing, um, but I wrote a lot of Gundam Wing fan fiction. It was just like it was everywhere, man. It was. Where's my Android? I put under Android videos. It was everywhere. I mean, and then there was the shipping, and I'm not going to get into what ships are. You can Google that madness for yourself, but just to warn you, it is a black hole. It is a black hole. But the only reason why I even got encouraged to start writing was because my dad, see, back in the 90s and the 2000s, we only had one computer. So, yes, KK, there will be a sprint coming up. I'm just talking to BC real quick. There was one computer, and I must be talking way too much. There was one computer, so that's how my dad found the fan fiction and said, you need to start writing your own stuff. Okay. Let's get to another sprint because KK reminded me. Oh, no. Crap, that's not what I mean to do. Thank you, eBay. Shut up. All right, let's get started another stream because KK has been waiting and I don't want to keep her waiting. Give me just put on my 15-minute timer. Okay, there we go. Got the right screen up. I don't know what happened there. Where's the okay? All right, let's get started with one more sprint because KK, I'm sorry, we just been going back and forth about fan fiction because it's starting to become a thing. And all right, let's get started in 3, 2, Well, that's the end of the sprint. How did everybody do? And KK, yeah, I did see what you're saying. I haven't really thought about streaming later today because part of the reason why I don't stream later in the day is because I used to live stream Twitch during the day. And to make a long story short, I'm married, so I have to put all my electronics aside to be a wife. My husband needs me to spend time with him. And I work during the week, he works during the week, I work at home, he works away from the home. So it's not fair to him to, just be on the computer all the time. Like at all. Plus, I have to run around anyway. I got to go to the market and stuff because, groceries. I don't know if any of you guys have been having things with groceries, but besides the fact the cost of meat has gone up significantly. Let me change this. Besides the fact that meat has gone up significantly, okay, that's weird. But there's a shortage. Like we have a meat shortage going on in the country, a change shortage, so you can't, get stuff in cash, which is fine. I just do everything through the debit card anyway. We have, at least where I'm living, like it's the weirdest thing. Like you can't buy 2 things worth of meat no more. You can't buy 2 pulled porks and then buy 3 things of rump meat and roast, like beef rump roast. You can't do that because other people got to eat. And I'm noticing it's becoming more of a problem because I think what happens is people are shopping for themselves. They're shopping for maybe their elderly loved ones, or people may be shopping for the food bank. And it's getting to the point where it seems like they're hoarding. I don't think they're hoarding. I just think people are just bulk buying, so they have to keep going back to the store with the virus rampant as it is now. But it's something, I'll say that. You have a merch store, BC. Okay. You got a merch store. You just up here somewhere. I'm like down here trying to get writing sprints done, and you're up here got merch and stuff. My marketing is not that good, it seems. And you probably didn't notice, but the timer keeps pausing. Like if I try to go, because I'm doing this on Firefox and then this timer is on Safari. So if I switch between, for some reason, Safari and Firefox, Safari will pause the YouTube video. I think it's YouTube more than anything else. I don't think it's Safari. I'm not sure what's up with that. I mean, so. But I'm having a hard time with words today. Whatever. But it's the weirdest thing. I don't know what's. Well, I'm glad you're a marketing consultant. Were you on the Evergreen Rights panel? Because I was listening to it and, attending it, but I've been rewatching some of the videos to take notes because it was a lot that happened. Well, it's not a lot that happened. It's just a lot of information. It was a lot. Like I was gonna do a YouTube video, but today is supposed to be right in the day of YouTube Ripe Your Day, and I'm kind of like and I'm not in the mood to do all that today. Okay, yeah, you were on the marketing panel. I sat through it, but then I had to go back to cooking. So I had to pause that panel, but I am going to go back to that video and take notes. I don't really have a merch store. Merch, I'm not a merchant girl, unfortunately. At least not yet, because I feel like marketing right now for me, I know you're probably going to give me some advice. I probably should do it now, but I don't market as much because I don't have nothing to show for it just yet. So I didn't think marketing was, there we go, appropriate. You know what I mean? It was, why is it not letting me? Yeah, I know there was a lot of information on the marketing panel, which is why, I'm going to take time today and actually write notes. Um, I just think personally for me, I have a Twitter page, I have a website, which I really need to get back to doing because I use that for my podcast also, which I haven't podcasted in a month. Hasn't been much to talk about. I mean, now I see some stuff like there was an author who who cheated to get on the bestseller list, and um basically he got caught doing it, and there's a lot of back and forth on that. Open Books is getting sued by a lot of authors, so now I have something to talk about, like for the month of June. And plus I was feeling a ways because of the Black Lives Matter movement. I didn't want to put a lot of stuff out there because as a African American, it feels like if you don't say anything about the movement, it's almost like they're saying you're against the movement, which I'm not. It's just, what can I say that hasn't already been said? That's the thing. And I already did a whole video of how I was feeling for the month of June, and then July's been a busy month. So, okay, I'll watch your videos to see about, how to market that because I'm not good at it at all. And ironically, I went to school for journalism, but marketing wasn't one of the classes we were required to take. I did journalism, radio journalism, which is why I'm doing podcasting. So that's probably a good idea. I also need to do something about my website. My website looks, I mean, it looks good on the front page, but then the other pages aren't as good because I'm not really a web designer. My brother, ironically, does web design, but he does Wix, not WordPress. So there's that. So I got work. Yeah, that's the one I was going to do a podcast about. That and the other stuff that's going on in the publishing world right now. Um, I don't know. I don't want to give my opinion because I haven't talked about it until I get on the podcast. But it's almost like I want to say, it makes indie publishers look bad. Like we're all trying to cheat to get on the list, but at the same time, it's not. First of all, let's take indie publishing out the door. People have cheated for stuff for years, especially video game companies. They've done it for years. So it's almost like you kind of shrug, but at the same time, I understand why people are upset about it because he's not the first person who works in a major company doing all this. Someone sent me a text. It's crazy though. Like people cheat, and to me, it wasn't worth it to me to be cheating on it. I mean, it is, people, but people are weird like that. They want to be the best, and I get why you want to be a bestseller because the biggest bestseller gets the most advertising. But at the same time, there are people who didn't get bestseller. I don't think like for example that Wattpad story after. I don't think they were the bestseller list, but they got the most advertising, and somehow they got a movie. I don't know how Wattpad works, how they got people to connect that almost, but people figure that out. Time for the upgrade. 1 second. Still. I did not know that. He sells courses on how to be an indie author, and you know what? This reminds me of what was that girl's name who did arcs for free? It was a whole thing. Kristen Martin. That's her name. This reminds me of the Kristen Martin thing where that whole arcs for free thing came up, and everybody was like super PO'd with her because she came out with this. And she's so, first of all, her books were BS, apparently. I don't know. I didn't read them. She's selling BS information, but then she has self help books that are contradicting themselves and are not even well edited. And she was getting all this money from people. And, a lot of people felt ways. And I get why people felt ways about it. Um, I'll say this. I'm probably going to talk more about it on my podcast because I'm going to probably do the podcast during the week because um or I might do it today. I haven't decided yet because my husband is here and, we do have husband wife time and I don't want to take that time away from him. But I probably will talk about that on a podcast episode. That's probably a good idea about her. And I try not to bring up the Kristen Martin thing because I know people were really feeling ways about her. I personally didn't, because I came into AuthorTube when the Kristen Martin thing happened. So I had no idea what was going on. What kind of iPad is this? I just know people was feeling ways. That's all I knew. I'm like super hungry today. But anyway, let's get into another sprint. Give me just a second here. Let me just change it because I have my eBay page up and I don't think you guys want to see eBay. Give me just a second here, guys. Because I'm selling my something on eBay. Okay, I think I got it. We're gonna get started in the sprint in a minute. Kat, you actually trust me. You don't want to think. I love Toonie Village. Like you've seen the drama on Twitter. Twitter drama is stupid when you think about it. We'll get started in the sprint in a minute. Twitter drama is, first of all, for writers like ourselves, it's fun to watch the dumpster fire because you can probably add stuff similar to that in your script because you're watching authentic stupidity at its best. But sometimes Twitter reveals stuff like the whole Shane Dawson thing, which I already talked about, 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to get into that again. And the Jeffree Star thing, I was just like, oh, dear God, just shut up. Don't talk. Like with the whole Jeffree Star apology video, I was more like, just stop talking. Especially when he brought Black Lives Matter and then in the same breath starts promoting his work. I was like, stop talking. Stop talking. Just zip it. It's like, stop talking, stop talking, stop talking. Just stop. Please stop talking. Please stop talking. You're talking way too much. Please. No one needs to hear about that. I don't care. But anyway, let's get started with our sprint. All right. We're going to change our screens here. I'm going to change my screen. All right, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. How did everybody do? Different.
You already know this stuff. I don't know why I'm repeating it. You know this stuff.
Why are you like okay? I didn't know until last week. You're not missing anything when it comes to J Star. That's good. You do a lot of work, probably BC on the background. You're probably full time, where I'm just kind of part time because I work for a living.
Why did you whisper that?
I didn't whisper that.
Yes, you did.
I work for a living. Is that better? Still unproductive. Hungry cat on the desk ordering food. My boyfriend. Don't you love when that happens? You're doing something and then here comes life. See you later, BC. That's okay. I'm getting ready to pop off in about 10 minutes, so it's all good. Well, my husband and I were having a discussion, and I didn't think you guys wanted to hear all that. My nose is not a button. Please stop. Yeah, we were having a discussion. That's all. But I'm probably gonna stop about 1 p.m. because this is only a 2-hour stream, and now I'm getting all these. eBay is just offering everything. What? What's what in the world?
I heard something, but I couldn't make out exactly what they said. It sounded funny though.
Okay, sorry about that. I was um doing a blah 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 blah. What's this thing called? Counter offering on eBay because I need to get rid of. I'm trying to do something. And I have to. Oh, well then, is this the same person? Because I'm trying to do something on eBay, and then all of a sudden, everybody wants to buy it. That was fast. Okay. That was fast. I just sold it in 3 minutes. Okay. eBay. Whatever. Oh jeez. Okay. Um Oh, my text. Yeah, my texts are from A Link to the Past. Well, actually, it's Legend of Zelda altogether. Da 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 da. Da. Yeah, I'm a Zelda fan, so I have that. Actually, my watch has the from Breath of the Wild. Oh, you probably can't. My watch has the Sheikah slate from Breath of the Wild on it. Yeah, yeah, you're looking at a full blown geek who likes to write. She went from fan fiction to actual writing. So let's open you up. No, like, darn it. It's not what I meant. Someone sent me something. I'm just glad you were here. Well, you have to have a Nintendo Switch to play that. Let me just give you a pro tip. This game is long. Breath of the Wild is long. I have not beaten the game yet. My husband has beaten the game. We both have the champions master quest. There's so much to do in that game, and there's so many temples in that game. You will be playing. I have not finished that game yet. I mean, I've gotten all four. It's a long story, but I can go leave that game and come back because it's a game that you have to play gradually. You can't. Right now, I'm playing Animal Crossing because at least checking in at least once a day because they make you feel like a jerk for not checking in on your island after a while. Thank God Mr. Resetti isn't there anymore, but let me see. This guy is like right. Anyway, I'm glad you were here, Kat. I'm glad everybody was here who attended the live stream. I'm gonna, log off in a minute. I will pick this back up again Saturday, same time, 11. I am stretching, shockingly enough, because I've been sitting way too long. 11 a.m. Oh my lord, Eastern time. I do all my links to social stuff is in the description below. I will be coming up with a podcast episode coming that we posted soon. I'll get some updates on my website. My Twitter handle is at LC Clements. You can check me out there in case you want to see randomness or anything else that's going on my Twitter page. Again, thank you for attending, especially Scribbling. Thank you for attending my live stream. I'll pick this up again next week. Chat with you guys.